Grace, I've warned you time and time again of the evils of exaggeration.
Oh.
Great Scott.
Good morrow, family mine. Oh, and you must be my Aunt Effigy. You know, I can tell, because we both have that same noble Munster brow. Oh, please, please, don't get up. And you must be my cousin Freddie.
If you kiss me, I'll scream.
And you must be Cousin Grace. Oh, Marilyn. Marilyn, you could take a few lessons from Cousin Grace. See what a sandpaper skin and a touch of malnutrition can do for the complexion?
Oh, yes. It does wonders for you, Cousin Grace.
Well, young man, what do you think of Munster Hall?
Weirdsville. What a cuckoo pad.
Doesn't he speak English?
No, it's just American.
May I get you a bite of breakfast, Governor?
Oh, thank you very much, Crookshank. But I am not a governor. I never even made alderman. I am a simple man, a man of the people. You may call me Lord.
I'm Lord Munster. I'm Lord Munster, not him.
Not he, Freddie. The objective pronoun always takes the nominative case.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm Lord Munster. I'm Lord Munster.
Mums, Freddie's bashing his head against the wall, and if he opens a vein, he'll ruin the drapes.
There, lovey. You shall be Lord Munster as soon as ever we thought of a tidy way of disposing of the great oaf.
Monty, I know it isn't my birthday, but let me do him in.
You do him in, you selfish beastie. Psst. Don't you remember what a psychiatrist said about sharing?
Sharing? I'm against this share the wealth business. Very un-British.
Here you are.
Oh, double gins this early in the day, chaps?
We got all some more of them boxes over to Munster Hall, sir. The Squire, Your Honourable.
It takes a brace of double gins to screw up enough backbone to walk through that miserable gate, Squire.
Why, it's disgraceful. Disgraceful. Those monsters sneaking about the country for 300 years, popping bodies into ditches, poisoning the neighbours' cats, and all of them absolutely despicable politically, of course. They ought to be shot. Ought to be shot. Ought to be hung, drawn, and quartered, the lot of them. There you are. Blast you.
If you ask me, Squire blusters like that because he's afraid of the secret of Munster Hall, too.
Mr. Hennessy here could fill you lads in on that. Why, when he was head groom out at Munster, him and the Lady Grace was like two peas in a pod. I suppose when you've been around animals for a long time, it's very difficult to tell one horse face from another. Right? That right, Mr. Hennessy?
Now, my private life's no concern of the likes of you. What I know about Munster Hall, I keep to myself. Now, you look after the customers, my girl.
Your fault, you say? Yes, sir. You see, I was thinking of someone else. Of something else.
My dear young woman, do you realize this is the first time I have ever been apologized to by one of your generation? Why, It calls for fireworks at the very least, what? Come down here, lad. Come on down, blast it, and meet this perfectly charming colonial gal, huh?
Really, Squire?
Good heavens, Lester. Must you trumpet all over the house like a wounded wildebeest? I suppose my husband brought you home to meet our son, my dear.
Of course I have. Time he met someone with decent bone structure, instead of those thin-lipped wallabies he finds up in London. I mean, look at the girl. She could give us a dozen grandchildren without even noticing. Are you coming down?
Yes, Dad.
Marilyn.
Roger.
I say, they might at least have the decency to wait until I'd introduced them.
Dear guys, I hope things are okay back there at the parlor. Well, here I am at Munster Hall. We are all making a great effort to adjust to our inherited splendor.
I on the gallows, it's a shame and a sin. Me own blood brother swings. He was innocent, but I turned him in for a cask of ale and 9 shillings.
Where'd you get the hot rod, Sporty?
Oh, it's you, sir. Me late master's racer. Won the Shroudshire Road race 12 times in a row. I was his driver. In the 13th race, I hit the wall at East Gasping.
That's what scrambled your bones.
I always thought Squire Moresby forced me off.
Dirty work at the crossroads, eh?
Always was a grudge race between the Munsters and the Squire. Even her ladyship was quite a driver in her day. We always had hopes a Munster heir would come along and bring the trophy home again. Unfortunately, young Master Ferry hasn't got the stomach for racing. Even as a baby, he got car sick in his perambulator.
Thank you, Bridget. Roger will be down as soon as he's made himself presentable.
Yeah? Yes, my dear. A Moresby car has won the Shroudshire Trophy for 5 years running. And now it's Roger's turn to carry on.
Well, I see a Lord Munster won it from 1910 to 1922. I'll bet that was Aunt Effigy's husband.
Did you say Aunt Effigy, dear? Are you by any chance related to the Munsters?
Why, yes. My Uncle Herman and Aunt Lily just inherited Munster Hall. I thought you knew.
Young lady, we haven't had a Munster on this property since 1820, when we caught one of the rotters trying to poison our well.
You mean you don't like the Munsters?
They're loathsome creatures. Really, Roger should have warned us.
In the old days, miss, we'd have set the dogs on you.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary.
Marilyn, where are you going?
None of your business, you English rat fink!
And you should see Lily and Eddie making friends here and there in our quaint little village.
Mom? Yes?
What are tomatoes?
Oh, that's the way they pronounce tomato here, dear. Why?
That's what those guys are throwing at me. Monster, monster, evil eye! Monster, monster, die, die, die!
Oh, really? Come along, Eddie.
And Roger's family practically threw me out of the house.
And those kids are throwing tomatoes at me.
And when I tried to go shopping, they closed the doors in my face. It was as though they had something against Munster Hall.
Yeah, and that night in the saloon, everybody there was talking about the secret of Munster Hall.
There is something going on here. And as head of the Munster clan, it is my duty to find out what it is and right the wrong.
Herman Munster, stop playing Prince Valiant. I want you to go to the police And stop trying to be an amateur detective. Do you hear me?
Yes, dear. Of course, dear. Right you are, dear. Come on, Grandpa.
Herman, don't you understand? We have to be absolutely quiet.
All right. Absolutely quiet.
Herman!
Double flag.
Herman, where are we going?
I don't know where I'm going. I'm just...
Here, take that. Follow me. There's gotta be a basement under this place. And just how do we get down there?
I don't know. Let's go back to bed.
Bed. Look, Herman. This is it. A secret passage. You did it. You did it.
Grandpa, isn't that neato? It's just like your playroom back home.
Come on, follow me. Shh. Hand me your torch. Herman, I must ask Freddie where he gets his slime. It looks imported.
Funny place to put a gate.
What?
After you, Grandpa.
Oh, thank you.